Hello, everyone. This is CoStar News Hotels Editorial Director Stephanie Ricca. This episode of the podcast was recorded live at the Hunter Conference in Atlanta. Visit us at costar.com/hotel news for the video version of this podcast, along with all of our Hunter Conference coverage. Hi, everyone. It's Stephanie Ricca and Trevor Simpson with CoStar News Hotels here, wrapping up the first day of the Hunter Conference 2026 here in Atlanta. The conference has a new vibe this year, Trevor, a new energy, in part because we're in a new venue, the brand new Hilton Signia here in Atlanta, but also because I think people are pretty optimistic, at least from today. You know, this conference tends to draw the people who are, dare I say it, doing the actual work. Brokers, owners, operators, putting deals together, finding financing, facing the challenges and the hurdles. So I tend to believe them when I hear them talk. And you were in the opening general session panel today that had folks from all of those backgrounds on it. What was your takeaway, Trevor?
Same as you. It sounds like a lot of optimism, and you know, that's not necessarily a new thing at Hunter, especially when we're talking about the transactions market. There's been a lot of years of, hey, maybe this is the year. I feel like this is the most optimism I've heard in terms of debt getting cheaper, the value of properties going up for sellers.
Yes.
And there's been a lot of that kicking the can down the road. And it seems like this might finally be the time.
It has to end, right? Those hotels have to sell, right? It gets to a point where, you know, some of those guys were saying there's an appetite always for hotels on the luxury end. We hear a lot about that. But other hotels in the middle, we've got to just move them. So
absolutely.
Maybe this is the year. I think another highlight was this afternoon's conversation with Chris Nassetta, who's the CEO of Hilton, who is A, always optimistic, and B, never short on things to say. But I think the most interesting takeaway from him was pointing to Hilton data and performance so far this year. And he said that K-shaped sort of bifurcated economy is coming together. He pointed to, you know, a whole host of reasons that we're in a pretty, you know, economy-friendly policy environment in the long run. Inflation should moderate a little bit as costs come down, a couple more interest rates, hopefully, in the future. So, as usual, he was optimistic, but I think it set a pretty good tone for the first day.
I agree.
So stay tuned to costar.com/hotel news for all of the daily headlines, plus information and news coverage from this conference. We're also podcasting as well, so look for us wherever you like to listen.
I'm Terence Baker, News Editor, Europe, Middle East and Africa, and I'm the host of The Upgrade, a CoStar News Hotels podcast for the EMEA region. In it, I discuss with special guests the pressures, challenges, joys and exhilaration that comes with managing, owning and developing hotels in our glorious multifaceted industry. Discovering the EMEA region from the scenic northern shores of Norway to the heights of Table Mountain in South Africa, and most likely some chat about birdwatching, distance running and the English Premiership. Join us wherever you find your podcasts, on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify and on other platforms.
This episode of the CoStar News Hotels podcast was recorded on March 16 and filmed by Meredith Sheridan. It was edited for audio by Trevor Simpson. Visit us at costar.com/hotel news for all your daily industry news, and find our podcasts on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, or wherever you like to listen.